Welcome back to the channel. Today my son asked if we could do a little project together. Well, he actually asked if we could fix something, and I couldn't think of anything, but then I thought, this washing basket has annoyed me. It's got 4 of these white sticks in each corner holding it up, and it's not very sturdy. They keep popping out, keeps falling down, and it just annoys me when we have it. So I thought maybe we can sort it out. And this is what it ended up looking. And let's get to the process of how I did it. So first, I thought, well, I'll do some sort of frame the size of the top. So I think it's 30 by 40. And I went into the garage. I got these pieces of pallet wood and some tools. Got my old drill, because I left all my other tools at work. It's from a company called Wix. It's their own brand. It's about 8 years old. It's very, very cheap drill. Probably the cheapest one they had, really, is what I got at the time. It's just for my home use. It's not used at my work at all. So I'm going to select, I've got a few wider pieces of pallet wood, these ones. And I thought these will make a good base because they're so wide. So I thought, instead of going the long way, I'll go the short way, so I'll make them 30. And this is me fumbling about with the tape measure, thinking which is the best way to measure them. Then I realised the end of the pallet wood wasn't actually straight, the other end was. So I flipped that round and measured 30 from the end. As such. And then, because I haven't actually got a square, I used my handsaw to draw a straight line. Now, on the good quality handsaws, where the handle meets the actual blade, that is usually a 90-degree angle. On this one it isn't, it's just off 90, so I couldn't use that as a 90-degree. So just, that's why I measured both ends. I'm just clamping the piece of wood down so it doesn't move when I start cutting it, and I don't have to hold it at the other end either, so this clamp works well. I once was cutting a piece of firewood with a handsaw actually, and the handsaw got stuck in the wood, and I thought I'll force it out, and I had my hand, as I did then, very close to the blade, and it jumped out from the wood. As I was leaning against it with all my force, trying to force it, it actually jumped into my hand and almost cut my thumb off. I still got my thumbs, but it's very dangerous. So yeah, you can see it's sticking a bit as well. It's not a very good saw, it's a bit dull, probably need to get a new one. But it does the trick, we got it through. Then we need another one, so loosen the clamp, do it a bit quicker here, measure it, 30, bam, 30, wham, get the handsaw, straight line, whoop, then cut it again, it goes a bit easier, there we go. So there we have the baseboards. Next, let's see how high it is. It's 60 centimeters high. It seems to take a long time for me to think how high it is. 60. So here we've got my little buddy. He asked me to do it, and then he just vanished somewhere. And now he's back. He wants to hold the screws, and he's gonna go. He's asking if he can use some tools, and I said, "Well, you've got your own tools." And then he's messing with the plank there behind me. There we go. So that is this plank was actually 120, so I just had to cut it in half. I'm gonna build a frame here. As my buddy is gonna get some tools so he can assist. I'm gonna drill some pilot holes here, so then I can put some screws in, and it won't cause the wood to split on me, and it grips a bit better. Do the same thing on the other side. Again, pilot holes. And when you do the pilot holes, use a drill bit that's smaller than the actual screw. You're just removing some of the wood, so it doesn't split the wood. Then I'm gonna put, this is one of the wider boards. Here's my buddy back again. He's found a pen. That's brilliant. So some pilot holes again. These ones go a bit higher just to give support, and some more screws in. And this is a good point here to like and subscribe, because that really does help the channel. Gives motivation as well to carry on, to improve videos, to improve the projects, and it's easy. It doesn't cost you anything. You don't even have to watch the videos, but it helps me and it gives me motivation to. Oh, there's my buddy again. He's found some tools, wrong kind of tools. He's got some sort of wrench and some pliers. He's gone off to try and find some more, so I put some more screws in. There we go. We've got some screws in there. There's my other buddy. I'm gonna go outside to do some skipping or skipping rope. Ah, here he is. He's found some tools. He's found the proper helmet, and he's ready to rock and roll. So that is the frame. So I've got 2 of these frames built now. Built one before just to see how it works, and then I built the other one on camera. Just making sure it's not a split and it's all good. My buddy is sawing there, and that's both frames in place now. So next we need to figure out how to actually attach that washing basket to the frame. And my first thought was straight from the side. Then as I put it there, I realised that it's actually better if it sits on top of the frame. I can just drill straight down, put 1 screw in each board, and it'll just hold it nicely. As I almost dropped the drill there, as such. Obviously this wasn't my original design, so it doesn't actually sit very well. Should have actually taken it off and just made it a bit short, but you know, it's just for my house. It's just a quick improvement, just to try and make it look a bit nicer. My buddy's there drilling a couple of holes as well. As I drilled another pilot hole, and I'm gonna put a screw in there again. As such, and then line it up.
You can.
I'm buddy gonna help.
Put your hand on it.
Yeah, there we go, and then we're gonna put it in together, and there we go. We've got a screw in there, so it's holding it nicely. And we just need to do it a few more times. Buddy's there, starting, helping. And here we go. We're gonna do it with some proper speed now. So put 1 screw in each, and it'll just hold it up nicely. Like I said, my plan was to do it from the side, so that I made the base a bit too wide for this application, so it looks a bit wonky. It's just for my house. It doesn't need to be perfect. It's just to make a quick improvement. And I think the washing basket were only cheap, less than £10 from B&M's or something like that. So it's not a big loss if I need to get a new one. My wife's away this weekend, actually. She doesn't even know I'm doing this. So once she sees it, I might need to... oh, there's my buddy cutting some wood. So once she sees it, she might want me to buy a new one. So hopefully she's going to be happy with it when she gets back. So yes, need to move the camera. My buddy is not really... well, I don't think either one of us is a cinematographer. She's not really good with the camera work. So here we've got he's tightening it, putting the last screws in place. He's using his pliers for some pliering with his builders. He's always very interested in when I do any of these projects. Well, he is for the first 10-15 minutes, and then he loses interest and he wanders off and off his pole or whatever he does. But yeah, so putting last screws in, getting it all finished, nice and sturdy, making sure it's the right way around, and there we go, all done.